welcome to this next video in our Christmas cracker series. We're going to go get straight on in just a second. The only thing you're possibly going to need is like a cushion or a blanket or a pillow. I've got block, maybe that's the only thing you need today, and obviously a bit of space. So we are going to start off standing up. So hopefully we're all feeling well, and we've got enough space around us. A quick 15 minutes, we're just going to go through some exercises to open up the hips and strengthen those thigh muscles. So take those feet just wide and hip distance. Start with those beautiful big hip circles. Noticing how you're feeling. If it feels okay, maybe close your eyes. Noticing how the body's feeling today. How is it feeling from not doing maybe too much exercise? Or maybe you have. Maybe there's been a lot going on lately, or maybe we've just been enjoying not doing too much, and now we're ready to move the body. So once we've done some hip circles, nice big ones, relax through those shoulders, then turn sideways, check into a mirror, and we're going to be, you may have done this one before, we're going to try and tuck those tailbone underneath, bring the front of your pants up, squeeze your bottom, open out the chest, make sure you're opening the sleeve to your back, and then do the opposite, arch the back, and let the body just relax forward, let the shoulders go, you don't have to come all the way down, do keep those knees bent, tuck that tailbone, squeeze underneath your butt, open up the chest, lift the arm, if it feels good, relax those shoulders, squeeze through the bum, and then arch the back. So pants, back of the pants going up, front of the pants going down. You can make this small, just a small little feeler, sometimes call this the grandpa booty, yeah, or you can make it full movement and go all the way down. Try and close those eyes if you know this particularly, and just go with what feels good for your body today. See where it is, see where it feels a bit clicky or crunchy, and notice the floor beneath you. Fantastic. Next thing we're going to do is now keep into those feet, excuse me, bringing your feet underneath you and taking the hands to chest. So I want you to check those knees are going forwards, and you're just going to do those gentle twists like we do in our warm-up. So I want you to go a little bit slower than you would usually, just to notice anything going on in there. Particularly notice if you've got a tendency to move your knees with your body. I want you to keep those knees pointing forwards and try and send your elbows and your chest backwards. So you're moving from your waist, squeeze your bottom. Safely look after those knees and stretch out around the midsection. Good. Shoulders down, they have to get involved as well, particularly for me. So as you twist, knees forwards, tuck that tailbone underneath, and try to move around your upper body. It might be easier one way than the other. Keeping that breath going, moving smoothly at your own pace. Fabulous. Then we are going to take our feet nice and wide, so a little wider position. We're going to work in straddle quite a bit today. And we're going to come down, make sure our knees are over ankles, our feet are spread nice and widely, pushing those knees out nice and wide. You guys might be feeling like you've not been in this position for a while, maybe because you've not been to class, or maybe your hips have been feeling like they just want to sit down for a little bit. That's okay. So if that's the feeling, you may not come in all the way down, but if you can, fabulous. Go as smoothly down as feels good. Now take the arms up in the air, squeeze those shoulder blades, lift open the chest, good, arch the back, and you may remember this one, toes can turn forwards if that helps the balance, head comes down, then press down through those feet. Now curve the spine, so the back of the tailbone goes down, the front of the pubic bone goes up, and we reach up. Now stick your butt out, lift the pants at the back, drop the pants forwards, good, front forwards, relax the head, and then softly roll back up. I'll show this sideways. Feels nice, we're in a wide position, and we arch the back, squeeze through the shoulder blades, good, breathe out, send those knees wide, relax the head forwards, push down through the feet, roll through the tailbone, come all the way back up. So we're going to be in that wide position. Beautiful. So we're going to come down to the floor now, just a little bit of mobility done, and we're going to start working on strengthening the front of our legs. So come all the way down, come through your back, and bend one leg, and take one leg nice and straight. So I want you to think about tucking that tailbone, pubic bone up, keeping the leg bit straight, nice and strong. Start to pull the thigh muscles up and relax the shoulders down. And we're just going to start sending the leg up and bring it all the way down. I am pointing my toes. So this is not just for aesthetics. This is not just because I did dance for ever and ever and ever. This is because it does actually engage my calves, so it strengthens more muscles in my leg. It also keeps me connected through to my toes, so I know that all of my body is working and I can feel it. Now, just as a little bit of a fun exercise to get you really noticing the body. Try and flex the leg on the way down, the foot on the way down, and point it on the way up. Good. We use this quite a lot when we do our heels exercises. So if you are a healer or wanting to be a healer, as in heels pole or heels hoop, then this is a great exercise for strengthening ankles. Good. Keeping that tailbone tucked so we're not arching the lower back. That leg might be just starting to let you know it's working right now because that's a little gentle conditioning. Brilliant. Let's switch those legs over and the other one comes up. So you can start straight away with that pointiness and flexiness, or you can just stick with a point or a flex. Think about keeping the shoulder blades down on the floor nice and evenly without tensing anything. Both hip bones, and the tailbone is pressed into the floor. The little gentle tuck up, alright, and that leg is being guided up. Oh, my feet are not behaving themselves. All the way up and all the way down. So driving down through the heel. My toes are not hitting the floor as it comes down. It's just hovering and it's coming back up. Just giving you a nice little bit of core workout too, but focusing really on squeezing that thigh muscle all the way up to the hip. Doing fabulous. That's probably about it now. And then we're going to bring that leg in. We're going to extend and we're going to scoop it up. We're going to bring it in. We're going to extend. We're going to scoop it up. We're going to bring it in, extend, scoop it up, and we're going to reverse it. So we're going to bring it down, bend, extend, drive it down, bend, extend. Keep drawing just gently that pubic bone up to the ribs, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Good. One more of these. Brilliant. And we change to the other leg. So we bend, extend, drive it down. Bend, extend. As you extend, really pull those thigh muscles up off the knees. Full extension through those legs. This is great for thinking of our heights, our straddles, and stronger legs in all our poses. Reverse it, so kicking up, bend and extend. You're doing fabulous. Drawing that tailbone down so you can feel the whole of your lower back onto the mat, keeping that breath going nice and easy. We used to call this floor bar when I was a dancer. I used to really train your legs. There we are done. Fabulous. Bring those knees into the chest. Not completely done. We're done with that exercise. Rock those hips from side to side. Right, we're going to pop up to sitting. So you can do that by rolling to your side, or if you're feeling a bit more energetic. Rock, pop the hands behind, and then come to sitting. Now, really important that we draw the shoulder blades down here, and just a little rock off that tailbone. So I'm not sitting bolt upright, okay? There's a little tuck going on, so the front of my pants would be up, I was standing up, my pubic bone is pointing up, and that's going to protect my lower back. Tendencies to roll the shoulders when we do that, so make sure the shoulder blades are sliding down, so there's that tuck, and there's that shoulder blades out, and we're going to try and lift one leg. Pop it down, turn sideways so you can see what's going on. I am not using my hip flexors, or I'm really keeping a little eye on whether I am. What I'm trying to do is draw the core back in and work into the abdominals. So I've got to find that position where those hip flexors like to kind of kick in and just hold off from that one. Sometimes the hands down behind us sometimes helps us to stop tensing into the shoulders. We're doing fabulous. We're going to do about 10 of these roughly. So that's 5 on each leg. And I think that's probably about it. Brilliant. And it really does start to burn that one. Then straighten those legs out. Fabulous. And then take your hands either at the side of you, or I like to take these ones just behind me with my fingers up. Right? Squeeze those shoulder blades. And then we're going to try and extend the leg from this position. Now, rather than cramping into the hip, it should not cramp into the hip, okay? It does. Go back to one of the other exercises we've done, or readjust your position. So tuck the tailbone, pubic bone forward, shoulder blades back and down. Draw into your core first, so your abs switch on first, and then the leg extends, right? Notice if one feels a little bit harder than the other to do. So core in first, then the leg lifts. And then it will feel like you're working from your core and your pubic and your pelvic floor rather than your hip flexors. So draw those in first and then extend. And I find bringing my hands back helps this movement. If I bring my hands forwards, sometimes that makes my hip flexors want to kick in. So I find drawing those shoulder blades down, tucking back a little bit more is much safer. These sort of exercises, people tend to overload those hip flexors. That's these hips at the front. If they start to cramp, we're in the wrong place, Let's try and work that core. This is why I wanted to just show you these lovely exercises and give you a chance to work through your body and get to know it. Wonderful. Bring the knees up, drop it over to one side. If you're really struggling to find that, just message me, right? Message me. And if I'm not in, if I'm on holiday, I'll just message you when I come back. But it's important for you to learn that. to work through your body and see how it's feeling. Fab. This is a nice little one just to ease out if you've got any hip tension, which is totally normal, and great one for some hip mobility. Good. Shake those legs out. We are going to do some stretches now. We've worked into the top of the thighs. We're going to try and stretch out our hamstrings and our adductors. That's in between. So this is where our block and our blanket or our pillow might come in. You might want to sit on this, right? So this helps lift our hips up, and ideally we want our knees below our hips. So this is a great position to sit in for stretching out our hamstring, our adductors. Feet together, knees out to the side like a butterfly shape, as is a straddle. And everybody's straddle is going to be a little different, and on different days it might be a little different. So sitting up, we'll rock the tailbone back, so the front of my pants are going to go down now, back of the pants are going to come up, okay? And that means we can target a little bit more into the adductors, into these hamstrings. We're still going to squeeze into the thigh muscles. If I'm here, same thing. We're going to lift up just a little through that tailbone and help think about dropping those knees down to the side. So we can be here for this to get a nice stretch, and we can just wait for that to happen and let the weight of those knees hold forwards. Or we can go here, we can do a mixture of the two, right? It's loads of time. From there, we might just be here, and that might be enough, right? Or it might be totally enough for us. If you've not got the block, right, you can take that out. That might give you a deeper stretch, that might be cool. And you might want to start the block, hip lock away, and that feels okay too. Hands come behind, and we're just gently working on open up here. Extend through those toes, press down through the back of your knees. Just keep squeezing through these thigh muscles. Lovely. We're not going forwards, we're actually going to try and go sideways. So when you go sideways, I want you to think of lifting up, 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 up. Relax the shoulders and lengthen sideways. So we're actually thinking of pressing down into this hip, yeah, and coming over to the side. This looks like this with the feet together, okay? Still think of lifting up, try not to rock forwards. So bring the hand up and back almost. It feels a bit like a chest stretch. Brilliant, lovely. Keep a nice breath in. Amazing. Reach up. We're going to go to the other side. So we're going to rock evenly, bend down through both hip bones. Hand can come to the inside or the outside. It's different for everybody, different for each side as well. Sometimes even drop that shoulder. Look underneath. Press down through the hip on the other side. So this hip is anchoring down, so the stretch comes all the way outside of the ribs. Good. Looking underneath that rib. Taking a breath in, breathe out. Drop the shoulder, relax the head, the face. Coming up, we're going to take the hands either side of one leg, shoulder blades back and down. If we are now in this position, this might look more like here, yeah? So this might look more like this. So pressing down again with the back of that leg, or we might have two legs out. Still keeping this hip anchored, shoulder blades down. So here is not where we want to go. Shoulder blades back and down. Piece of string at the top of the head. We're creeping towards that leg. Everybody's looks different. Press down through those thigh muscles. Good. Send the chest forwards. Anchor down through that back leg. You're doing fabulous. Try not to push and shove. Take a big deep breath in. Breathe out. Let it go. 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 Relax. Wonderful. Walk those hands back up again. Let's go to the other side. So we're going to walk across. I did that a little quick. I meant to walk across. And then hands down to the side. Check in on the other hip. Tuck that tailbone. Anchor down through the pelvic floor and the sitting bone on the other side. This is my tighter side. You might be able to notice. Draw that shoulder blade back and down. Oh, I'm thinking about this side. Breathing in and breathing out. And extending out through my chest. Over towards my big toe. Lovely. Stretching all the way down that back. Brilliant. You will probably feel this in the hamstrings. You may feel it on the inside of the thighs too. Good. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Doing fabulous, guys. Fabulous, 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 fabulous. Just work on that breath. Square those shoulders. Lovely. Now let's try this. Let's walk our hands across the middle. Yep. So if you are in this position, you're going to need to take it out to a straddle now. And walk across the front. We do what we call stir in the past. It's a really good fun one. So it thinks about engaging. So as well as being flexible, we want to be active and strong. It's flexibility. So we're going to push the heels down and we're going to sweep our arms across the front. Relax those shoulders. Good. Then we come back. So I'm sitting on my sitting bones. I can feel both my sitting bones down the floor. And then I'm going to sweep round. Right. So I've done two that way. Take a breath in. And we go the other way. Anchor down through those hip bones, heels. I'm sending my chest forwards. Good. Rocking back. Lovely. Tuck that tailbone underneath. Rocking the back of the pants up and the front of the pants down. Good. Now, see you go as far as you want to go. You can go one way, one the other way. You can reach, but strong through those legs as you reach forwards. Press down, tuck the tailbone underneath. Yeah, and then come forwards, down, push down through this. My bum's not coming up off the floor, okay? My tailbone is down. Really strong through the back of those legs. Good, all the way up. Breathe in, breathe out. Do not hold your breath. Breathe out. Sweep around the front. Do not let those knees roll in. Press the knees out so the knees should stay pointing up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Let's try one more. I'm sure you're doing absolutely amazing. And then those legs will just be like, oh, bring me in, bend it. Brilliant. And then we can just switch over to those lovely sunwheel shapes in the hips. Drop one knee down, lift the other hip, and a little extension from this that can feel really nice is to sweep the hand, press the hips forwards, and open all the way out, squeeze through the bum. Lovely. Keep that tailbone tucked because that can be a bit icky on that lower back. Keep that tailbone tucked, squeeze the bum, protect the lower back, push those hips forwards. Open up the front of the thighs. Amazing, 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 amazing. Wonderful. Okay, so I've one last exercise to do if those legs are still not feeling like they've quite had enough, and that is to try the extension in the leg lifts that I was talking about, not hitting into the hip flexors in a straddle position. I find these a lot harder. Everyone's a little different. So, like I said before, trying to draw the core in and work from the abs. So the hands have to go either side of the leg, shoulder blades come down, and I'm thinking of drawing into the core, so tucking the tailbone, and then lifting. Okay, and I start with these, I'll start alternating one leg then the other, because I do find that if I do too many, my hip flexors just like to kick in. So I'm thinking of pointing the toes, engaging through the thighs, sucking into the core, and then lifting. Okay, so if I think of pulling the thigh muscles up, that really helps. Shoulder blades down, put a tuck underneath with the tailbone, and then I can lift from the pelvic floor. It's a lot harder to engage that in a straddle position, I find. Sitting bones are sitting right down into the floor, embedded down nicely, and then lifting. Good. Again, if you feel any pain in your hip flexors, no need to do that one, okay? So it shouldn't be feeling like you're in sharp pains in the hip flexors at all. We have done absolutely fab. Let's take it down. So just find a little easing out of those hips. So I want you to do a lovely bridge position. Great for reversing any ickiness that we've got in the lower back. In bridge, front of the pants coming up, back of the leggings going down. Brilliant. Press down through those feet. Separate the spine. Good. Bring those knees in. And then taking over into a twist as you breathe out. Fab. So all these exercises we've done should be helping mobility in straddle position. Strengthening the thigh muscles so that you're able to engage through the quads rather than the hip flexors. Bring those knees in, take it to the side. Lengthening the hamstrings and the adductors so we're improving mobility around the back of the body and bringing strength into the front of the body. And that can help in straddles, that can help in pikes, that can help in all manner of micro bends, reducing micro bends in the body, all those types of things. Wonderful. Bring those knees in. Fabulous. Give yourself a big hug. Hug those knees in tight. Rock it maybe from side to side. You've been amazing. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do let me know if you've got any questions. Excellent. And I'll see you for the next one.